What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back again. More Magic the Gathering Arena, jumping into a sealed Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to grab our cards. We're going to build a deck. We'll show you what we got. And then we'll jump into, we'll put a deck together. We'll go forward from there. We'll give you a recap kind of on how we built it, what we put together. Then we'll jump into a game or two. If we have a pretty successful run, we may split this into 2 episodes, and we'll put up some more games after that. So let's get into it. First, sealed here. Let's see if we get anything good. We got a Vraska. We got a Molten Duplication. Colossal Rattleworm. Interesting. Smuggler's Surprise. Endless Detour. Target spell, non-land permanent or card in a graveyard puts it on top or bottom of their library. Interesting. Another round, not great. Electro Dominance. That's kind of interesting. We feel like we have, we have a ton of green support here. Colossal Rattleworm. Flash as long as you control a desert. That's kind of cool. A little bit of recursion to get some. A 6/5 with trample on a 4 is very strong. I don't want to bounce past a Taiwakeen here too fast. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to a creature equal to that creature's toughness, draw a card. Interesting. Got the Tumblewag. It's quite good. Quite good. Vraska. Whenever a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, you may pay 1. If you do, return that card to the battlefield tapped under your control. It's a treasure artifact. Tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color, and it loses all other card types. We'll see how our green folds out. Let's see what else we got here. That seems pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we got a little bit of removal in white here. Journey to Nowhere and Arit's Lullaby, both pretty good. Outlaw Medic's not terrible. I like Take Up the Shield. We got 2 of those. I'm kind of a fan. Holy Cow is kind of an interesting one. Gain 2 life and Scribe 1. Flash Flying, 2/2 body. Pretty solid creature, I would say. Okay, we got some really good removal here in white, actually. We have a ton of, these enters the battlefield, removes until removed effects. We might have to look at white, honestly. So let's see. Phantom Interference here. Let's just take a scroll through blue. These guys are more annoying than anything. I don't hate the ability to attack, but Desperado's not bad. We got Repulse. Loan Shark's pretty good for some card advantage. Not super impressed with blue. Blinding Negotiation's not bad. So if we run a lot of deserts, we'll have to see how many we have. Desert Stew is not bad. That could be pretty good. Shoot the Sheriff. Non-outlaw creature. This, I feel like, has struggled. We've done a draft or 2. This has struggled in this format just because there's so many outlaws. Now, Murder's good. If we do a lot of outlaws, this Rakish Screw could be pretty interesting. Explosive Derailment, very solid. Good removal. Brimstone Roundup is great if we can go low. This Molten Duplication could actually be really interesting. This could be a little bit of a backbreaking spell. Thunder Salvo. Pyromancer's Trick Shot. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I mean, Electro Dominance. This could play well into green. I feel like our green gains Hexproof and a 1/1. Okay. Draw 2 cards. Wow. Our green, I feel like, is really good. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. We have 2 of these tumbleweeds. Get of them trample. Whoa. Dude, our green is amazing. And we have this. We have 2 Rise of the Varmints that could match up with Stubborn Burrow Fiend. Do we just go mono green here? Oh my gosh, we could splash red and black if we wanted to. Oh, and back for more. Look at this. Wow. And the Mesa. We have 2 Mesas. Wow. This is going to be very interesting. I'm almost thinking we're going to have a hard time with this. We are going to have a hard time with this. We have some amazing cards here. All right, we're going to put something together. See you here when we get this done. All right, I think this is where we're going to land. So I really did consider kind of going the some graveyard synergy and some mill route. There's quite a few creatures and or spells that would play off of how many creatures we have in the graveyard. Interestingly enough, we probably, I mean, are not going to have a ton. Mostly because we have a lot of spells like Tumbleweed Rising here, 2 copies of, that are going to allow us to create creature tokens, which is kind of an interesting. So what I did end up doing is I went essentially, started with the green. I'm going to bring in Splash, both black and red, for essentially the removal that they both provide. In addition to that, Rask of the Silencer is pretty good. Also, I have quite a bit of mana fixing here. We have a few things that are going to probably help us to grab some deserts if we want to go that route. And we have both the black-red and the black-green desert, which should help us, in addition to 2 Mirage Mesas, which is also very helpful for fixing. So I feel pretty good from a mana-based perspective. And there was quite a few things that we kind of considered or would look at doing. Again, I'm going to keep in 1 Shoot the Sheriff and essentially keep out the second one. That was a kind of a conscious decision to do that, especially with how many Outlaws there are in here. In respect to that, I'm going to take in an additional, or I'm going to take the Murder in. That might be something that I would consider flip-flopping, but I think for the set, that makes a lot of sense. So I think we have a lot of really great creatures. We have pulled, I think, the best of the removal piece. And essentially, it's these 3 sections of cards here that could really play off of each other in terms of creatures in the graveyard. We're just lacking that a bit, and I'm going to rely on the spells. There's some really cool kind of synergies that we can get by either plotting Tumbleweed Rising or just holding it out for a turn, playing Drover Grizzly or something else, getting our Colossal Rattleworm in, and then making a 6/6 on top of that. We got some interesting little plays that we're going to be able to make here, which should be pretty fun. So we'll see. Let's jump into some games, see how these go. All right, nice. We have a great hand here. This is a fantastic hand. Okay. We got some options here. We got some options. Gosh, we're gonna be able to make this thing freaking huge. Oh my gosh. That was pretty awesome. That might have been one of the more awesome things I've ever been able to do. uh. So the question here becomes, we have to kill this guy for sure. And then we do Tumbleweed probably. This does have Trample, which is unfortunate. Can we play our own giant beaver here? This is just a brawl. This thing being huge though is like the only thing that really stinks. I'm actually wondering if I wait, because then I can take this out, or this giant beaver out with Thunder Salvo. I need to be able to essentially do 2 spells. Yep, they can start pinging me. Let's see if we can get one more spell draw. I don't know. What do I have that can kill this brute? Probably nothing. Oh my gosh. One, two, three, four. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, and 10. 2, 6, 8, 9. Can't do both. All right, let's see what they do on their end step. We're playing this. We're gonna Thunder Salvo and then Rooftop Assassin. Let's see what happens. See if this goes. This is huge for me. They don't have anything to protect this. That's huge. That is huge. I think I saddle and then put... You like these guys, right? So it has vigilance. We have profitable trades here. Yeah. That was big. That was big. Rooftop Assassin into Thunder Salvo. I mean, if I just kill this, if I just win. I can get in 3 in the air. This has trample. And then attack with both of these. If I just kill this. Oh, this has reach. Kill this. I'll tap it, deal me 1 damage, yeah. Fine. Hold on, they can, at most, they can block 5 of this. Taking 3 in the air, they're down to 7. Essentially what they would do, yeah, I think they're just dead if I attack here. Yeah. What a wild game. What a nice little play with the assassin. That was pretty cool. All right, so we just finished that one up. We've had some pretty interesting, some pretty crazy games. Both really come down to the wire. The deck is performing quite well. We were able to ramp into some pretty big creatures, some pretty big threats. We have a pretty good suite of removal, I am finding, and I've been pretty happy with it. So we've worked through a little bit here of the sealed. I have a feeling that we're going to do another episode of this if we can continue to have some games like we've been having. So we're 1-1 at this point, but the games have definitely not been blowouts by any means. We have been, even in the one that we lost, was very, very close, and was essentially kind of just a punch fest back and forth. So it was quite fun. We'll showcase the deck again here probably in another episode, getting in some more games. So unflash some socials, like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned for more Magic the Gathering content on the channel. We have 2 playlists. One for our Magic the Gathering, our limited events, our sealed, our drafts, those kinds of things, and other stuff that we're doing here on MTG Arena. We also have a Magic the Gathering pack cracking playlist you should go check out if you're interested in draft boosters, play boosters, collector boosters. We are doing all of that, and we usually post those every Wednesday. So if you're interested in checking those out, be sure to stay tuned. And again, probably flash up some cards and go check out Peruse. We've got some great openings already on the channel and a nice stockpile if you're looking for some more pack opening content as well. So be sure to stay tuned. I've been Doc, Average Gamer Guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.